I was just watching it and it blew my mind.
It's just that simple.
I understand hard times and I understand good times.
Mm.
And, in life, they have to come. You're going to have to deal with both of them because that's what life consists of, good times and bad times.
Hey, you have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh?
Right up front.
None on the back end, huh?
Well, I get money on the back end. That's for pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
But for the but for anything, you gotta give me my money up front.
You got any exhibitions coming up soon?
During a live interview with Stephen A. Smith, Mike Tyson didn't hold back in criticizing Floyd Mayweather, calling him arrogant and hinting that he might be facing financial instability. Tyson voiced strong disapproval of Mayweather's behavior, claiming he's overly obsessed with himself and completely out of touch with reality. According to Tyson, Mayweather's arrogance and ignorance not only rub people the wrong way, but also tarnish his image and legacy. The former heavyweight champ made it clear that success inside the ring doesn't give anyone a pass to lack humility or self-awareness. Tyson stressed that constantly flaunting wealth and being self-centered doesn't define true greatness. Instead, he believes real respect is earned by how someone carries themselves outside the ring, not just by how many wins they rack up in it. The interview immediately sparked reactions across the boxing world, with fans stunned by Tyson's raw honesty. His comments added fuel to the ongoing tension between the two legends, igniting fresh debate and media buzz.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about
Awesome
Floyd?
fighter, great fighter. He's a little too into himself. He should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up, like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like, you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Mike Tyson had a few laughs while sharing his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather's latest exhibition bout. Watching Mayweather take on a much larger cruiserweight had Tyson both amused and puzzled. He openly questioned what Floyd was even doing in the ring with someone that size, calling it more of a stunt than a legitimate fight. Tyson joked that while Floyd managed to get through it, he'd be better off sticking to opponents in his own weight class if he plans to keep doing these exhibitions. In Tyson's opinion, the fight lacked any real energy or effort, saying it felt more like a choreographed show than a competitive matchup. He even threw out a suggestion. If Floyd really wants to entertain, why not fight Manny Pacquiao again? At least that would be a real challenge, not a one-sided mismatch. Tyson noted that the cruiserweight barely fought like an active boxer, applying no pressure and offering little resistance. While Tyson made it clear he respects Mayweather's legacy, he didn't see the point in exhibitions that don't carry meaning. To him, the whole event was unnecessary, something that did little more than provide a few laughs and raise eyebrows.
You seen the fight yesterday, champ?
The exhibition?
Exhibition. Facts. Super facts. It was, yep, the exhibition.
This exhibition, I think Floyd should keep on trying. I don't think he should fight a fucking cruiserweight, but I think he should continue fighting guys his weight. What the fuck is he doing, okay?
That was crazy. He did it. He got past it. Don't try it no more. And move on to something different. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Fight Pacquiao again or something. Keep in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because that was a
You should have, now that we're thinking now.
Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words when addressing Floyd Mayweather's string of exhibition fights. He made it clear that most of these opponents have no business sharing the ring with Mayweather, regardless of whether Floyd is officially retired or not. Smith stressed that this isn't a movie where Mayweather just strolls in and effortlessly wins. The idea that Floyd can dominate anyone simply because of his name, he said, is completely unrealistic. That in Smith's view, if Floyd wanted to do these exhibitions, it should have been strictly for the money, not under the illusion that they somehow enhance or protect his legacy. He pointed out that many of these opponents lack the skills, credentials, or legitimacy to make the fights meaningful, which only makes the whole thing feel hollow. According to Smith, none of these matchups contribute anything to Mayweather's storied career. Instead, they give off the impression that he's chasing attention rather than preserving greatness. He firmly believes Floyd should have bowed out when his legacy was still untouched and universally respected.
Deserves to be in the ring with you, even if you are retired, even if it is for exhibition purposes. This is not a movie. This is not Rocky 3, where Rocky is going against Thunderbolt, who that was his name, or Hulk Hogan.
Mike Tyson didn't hold back his frustration after hearing Floyd Mayweather's bold claims about being the greatest of all time. Floyd has repeatedly stated that not even legends like Muhammad Ali or Tyson himself can match his legacy, a stance that Tyson clearly finds arrogant and detached from reality. T.O. Tyson. These kinds of comments are just another reflection of Mayweather's inflated ego. He's spoken before about Floyd being too consumed with himself, and this latest claim only reinforced that belief. In a pointed response, Tyson fired back, saying, Floyd is a scared man, a little scared man living in delusions. Tyson explained that while Mayweather fixates on perfection, undefeated records, and money, he seems to have lost sight of what really defines greatness in boxing: respect, legacy, and humility. He didn't deny Floyd's skill, but made it clear that greatness isn't just about stats. It's about who you fought, how you carried yourself, and the lasting impact you leave on the sport. Tyson called out the comparisons to legends like Ali as not only wrong, but deeply disrespectful. In his eyes, those claims come from insecurity, not truth. His reaction wasn't just rooted in anger, it came from disappointment. Tyson believes Floyd has accomplished enough to earn respect, but his constant need to boast and belittle others is damaging his legacy in the eyes of true boxing fans and fellow icons.
Is Ali the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights? Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name.
What do you think about Floyd talking about Floyd Ali?
He's very delusional. If he was anywhere near that realm of great Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself. Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he's talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
Mike Tyson also took a moment to offer some advice to Floyd Mayweather, addressing how often Floyd makes headlines for flaunting his wealth. While Tyson acknowledged that Mayweather might attract a lot of hate, possibly fueled by envy over his success and constant bragging, he warned that showing off too much can isolate you from the people who truly matter. Tyson pointed out that friends are essential, especially the ones who stick around when times get tough. He cautioned that if Floyd keeps putting his lavish lifestyle above real relationships, he could end up alone. According to Tyson, loyalty and genuine connections far outweigh flashy spending and public attention. His tone wasn't harsh, it was honest. Tyson encouraged Mayweather to shift his focus from impressing the world to nurturing meaningful relationships. In his words, the people who care about you don't show up just to celebrate your wins. They're there when life gets hard. And that, Tyson believes, is worth more than any amount of money.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have.
At one time, 50 Cent was one of Floyd Mayweather's closest friends. Their bond seemed unbreakable, so much so that Floyd even trusted 50 to oversee his promotion company while he served time in jail. That level of trust spoke volumes about how close they once were. But everything changed when Floyd was released. Tension started brewing when he reportedly refused to reimburse 50 Cent for the money already invested into the promotion business. What began as a friendship rooted in loyalty quickly spiraled into a very public feud. One driven by betrayal and moneyed, it became increasingly clear that, for Floyd, money had started to take priority over people. The way he handled the situation gave the impression that he believed money could replace or fix anything, including real friendships. He cut off one of his closest allies over financial issues, and that set a tone moving forward. People around him began to notice a pattern. Once money got involved, Floyd didn't hesitate to distance himself. It's a sad situation because friendships like the one he had with 50 Cent don't come around often. But when wealth and fame take center stage, trust and loyalty can quickly fade. Floyd's choices revealed how the pursuit of status and control can sometimes overshadow the very people who helped lift you up. In the end, the split with 50 wasn't just about money. It was about what that money ended up meaning to Floyd.
He said something to me one time, very simple. He said, "What a prize fighter fight for?" And I'm like, and he said, "The prize." So it's okay for you to watch the fight. Don't nobody watch Floyd fight to see how amazing he is. They watch it for the opportunity to see him lose.
Right.
Because they don't like him. They don't like him because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no, like the people's champ, like Ali was standing for the same things.
Right.
The audience was standing for. You know, he doesn't have any of that. It's just money. You know what I'm saying? And that, he knows you don't like him.
50 Cent added more fuel to the fire when he started revealing behind-the-scenes details about his strained relationship with Floyd Mayweather. One of the most striking revelations was that Mike Tyson once told him he hated Mayweather and even considered fighting him. According to 50, Tyson, never one to hold back his opinions, voiced his anger toward Floyd on multiple occasions. This sheds more light on the ongoing tension between two of boxing's most iconic figures. Tyson's dislike for Mayweather is no secret, but hearing it confirmed by someone as close to both men as 50 Cent adds a new level of intensity to the situation. The dynamic is clear. Floyd's flashy, larger-than-life persona often clashes with Tyson's raw, no-nonsense outlook. Where Mayweather thrives on image, money, and perfection, Tyson values authenticity, legacy, and respect. That fundamental difference continues to create friction. And now, with 50 Cent speaking out, it's obvious the rift runs deeper than most fans realized.
This is some real shit. Mike Tyson called me. Floyd was getting ready to go to jail. We at the M Casino. Mike Tyson said, "Come here, let me talk to you for a second." 50, he pulled me outside the door. The nigga pushed the door. Then the door opened. He came outside. He said, "Yo, I used to hate that nigga." The nigga voice changed. It got deep. You know how Mike Tyson is like, yeah. You all the way up here, Tim. You all the way up here. This nigga said, yo, I used to hate that nigga. I can't fuck with you. I said, oh shit. Look, I'm like this. Look. So I'm sitting there going, I got to fight this nigga, right? I'm thinking I might have to fight this nigga. He said, look at this shit, 50. I'm in a fucking Cadillac, right? He pointed to a fucking Cadillac, it was, the shit was fly, it was a Cadillac truck. Yeah. But to Mike, the shit was some bullshit because it was a Cadillac, right? He going, look at me, 50, I'm in a fucking Cadillac. He said, yo, I broke my TV every time that nigga fought.
While Mike Tyson has openly praised Floyd Mayweather for his exceptional boxing skills and the incredible career he's built, his feelings about Floyd's persona outside the ring are a different story. Tyson respects Mayweather's talent and discipline in the ring, but he's often critical of the way Floyd constantly brags and fixates on money, something Tyson feels doesn't reflect the true spirit of boxing. In a candid moment, Tyson said, "This is what I don't like about him," referring to Mayweather's flashy lifestyle and the way he carries himself outside the sport. Tyson made it clear that while Floyd's wealth is undeniable, it has nothing to do with his actual achievements in the ring. Despite the differences in personality and values, Tyson didn't downplay Floyd's relentless dedication to boxing. He revealed that even in retirement, Mayweather never truly left the gym, calling it Floyd's second home. Tyson acknowledged that kind of commitment is what separates champions from legends, that he also gave credit where it was due, recognizing Floyd as one of the best to ever do it. Not just because of his undefeated record, but because of his discipline and work ethic. While Tyson may not agree with how Mayweather lives his life outside the ring, he respects the grind and dedication that made him a boxing icon.
Is Floyd overrated, or is he one of the best ever?
He's one of the best.
What is it about him?
What's so great about Floyd?
What is the thing?
The gym.
Yeah, it just works.
Mike Tyson also gave Floyd Mayweather his flowers for the way he handled Conor McGregor in their crossover bout. Tyson acknowledged the skill and ring intelligence Floyd displayed, especially considering he was coming out of retirement and stepping in against a younger, active fighter known for his striking ability. Tyson respected the fact that despite being older and no longer part of the professional boxing circuit, Floyd was able to step back into the spotlight and still dominate. He pointed out Floyd's precision, timing, and composure, especially how he absorbed shots and returned fire with calculated accuracy. What stood out most to Tyson was Mayweather's conditioning and control throughout the fight. Even with all the hype surrounding McGregor's power, Floyd stayed composed and methodically broke him down. For Tyson, it was a clear display of Mayweather's greatness and boxing IQ, proving that even in retirement, Floyd hadn't lost his edge. It was one of those moments, Tyson said, that reminded everyone why Mayweather is considered one of the most technically sound fighters of all time.
He never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Conor's a big.
Think about no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying. He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years. Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star? See, people ain't look at people. You want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see. But look what he had to fight against, and look what he did when he fought against.
Floyd Mayweather used to just stand in front of the back, right? Just like that, 40 minutes, throw a couple hooks.
George Foreman too. It's just the back. Boom, 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 boom. That's how it works out against sweat.
He used to break the bags though.
Yeah.
He used to knock them down.
Heavy puncher.
The heaviest?
Yeah.
See, I thought that was you.
Nah, I can't match somebody's powers who's that big and that much mass. You know, the only thing that allowed me to be excited because I do it faster than the other guys.
More explosive. How did you explode like that? Was that natural?
No, nothing's natural. I was nothing about me natural. Only my desire to win was natural. I had a great teacher.
Did he instill that desire in you, your coach?
No, only you can do that.
Yeah.
You're born with it and somebody can elicit it out of you.
Floyd Mayweather has also shown admiration for Mike Tyson, openly recognizing him as a legend who helped pave the way for fighters like himself. He respects what Tyson brought to the sport and often refers to him as a legendary champion. But at the same time, Floyd draws a clear line between honoring the past and defining the present. Mayweather often says that the era of old-school boxing legends is past, and now it's the Floyd Mayweather era. In his eyes, his undefeated record, unmatched business savvy, and sustained dominance have raised the bar and created a new blueprint for success in the sport. However, this self-assured mindset hasn't gone unnoticed by those around him. Gervonta Tank Davis, someone Floyd mentored, has hinted that Mayweather struggles with letting others shine. According to Tank, Floyd wants to remain the centerpiece and doesn't seem entirely comfortable with the idea of another fighter, even someone from his own camp, surpassing his legacy. This dynamic highlights both Floyd's deep confidence and the quiet tension that can exist among elite fighters, even within the same circle. While Floyd's respect for legends like Tyson is real, it seems to have limits when it comes to comparisons or legacy talk. In response to criticism, Mayweather often questions why people are so invested in his lifestyle and decisions. He finds the scrutiny unnecessary and chalks it up to envy or obsession. Floyd believes in living life on his own terms and expects others to do the same without interference. In his mind, if he's not judging how others live, they shouldn't be so concerned with how he chooses to move either.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my fucking business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I ain't gonna fuck with nobody, and I don't want nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do for you motherfucking haters today? I'm gonna go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made all motherfucking day.
Floyd Mayweather's car collection is a clear reflection of his lavish lifestyle, with an estimated total value of $40 million. One of the crown jewels of his collection is the ultra-rare Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, valued at $4.8 million, one of only 2 ever produced. His fleet also includes multiple Bugatti Veyrons in various colors like red, black, silver, and white, each priced between $1.4 million and $3.5 million. Additionally, Mayweather owns a Bugatti Chiron, also valued at around $3.50 million up beyond the Bugattis. His collection features several Bentleys, including the Mulsanne and multiple Rolls-Royce Phantoms, with some even customized to showcase his signature money logo. It's also not uncommon for Mayweather to buy identical models in different colors, maintaining entire fleets of all-white and all-black vehicles at his residences. Although Mayweather has acknowledged that it's impossible to drive all his cars, he's never shy about showcasing them. His extravagant spending extends beyond automobiles as well. For example, he famously bought a $20 million property in New York City as a Christmas gift for his 3-year-old grandson. These kinds of purchases reflect Floyd's penchant for opulence and his desire to display his wealth for the world to see.
Floyd Mayweather's rarest cars. First, we have his Bugatti Veyron 16-4. This one's going for about $1 million. His Ferrari Enzo going for about $2 million. His Lamborghini Murcielago going for about $500,000. His Bentley Mulsanne going for about $300K. He owns at least 29 Rolls-Royce Phantoms, and each of these start at about $450,000. He also has a Bentley golf car going for about $30,000. And lastly, we have his Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. This one's going for about $5 million.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't shy away from criticism. In fact, he responds by pointing to everything he's achieved and still owns, from luxury cars to mansions, jewelry, and wealth. For him, there's no need to explain himself to anyone. He stands firm in his belief that people either find inspiration in his success or simply choose to hate on it. Floyd frequently flaunts his collection of Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, and Maybachs, proudly living the lifestyle he's built through relentless work. As he often says, asterisk, you either motivate it or you hate, I-T-O him, it's all about mindset. He confidently calls himself the money man and makes no apologies for his success or the way he chooses to live. For Floyd, it's about owning his narrative and letting his accomplishments speak for themselves.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, money man. I'm the money man. Remember that.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.